So what'd you think? It was what? Exactly.
All I could picture was that guy singing.
Yeah, out of that video.
So, here's what you need to know, is if you didn't know it already, he is singing that in the key of D flat, or C sharp. If you're a guitarist, you think of it as C sharp. So he's singing it way up here. Sing with me, which is an F in my range. And so if ladies, if you were singing, all right. So one of our responsibilities as worship leaders is to translate songs that were designed for a solo artist or an arena artist as well, to translate them for a congregation who's not going to stand up and shout this thing out. Now, there's a theory, there's a reason why this song is as high as it is. And it happened. So it sort of happened. In an arena, guys have to shout this song. Sing with me, how great! No matter how good or bad a singer they have to kind of to get it out there. And the women just go, sing with me, how great! And they drop down and sing like an alto. And that's by design. He wants everybody singing in that range, because when the guys sing like that, it shouts in an arena. But in a church building, it doesn't work as well. So we have to translate good songs that are made popular in Christian radio and to other keys that work. What key has anybody else do this song? Anybody do this song?
We've done it before.
E?
Then it is
Yeah.
A.
I do it in a capo too. I think that makes sense.
All right. I do it in G, which makes the splendor of a king pretty low. Oh, the majesty. Now sing the chorus. How great. As a worship pastor and a worship leader is to translate it so Ethel, coming back to Ethel, can sing this song with you. Because you're saying, sing with me, and she's saying it's too high. Or you really, what you don't want is to hear her really sing it that high. My mother is in her 70s, and my mother's voice has gone like this. And it's just when she sings, it's all right? So I don't want my mom singing that high. For us, so part of the translation that we have to do is committing this music to ranges that our people can sing, and placing them in comfortable places, but also places where they can sing with gusto where they need to. So that song, as it gets farther along, when it says, "You're the name above all names," yeah. So now sing. You're the name above all names. A little high. Worthy of all praise. My heart will sing how great is our God. All right, so the idea there is that even though it gets a little high, it's still singable. And actually, at that point in the song, it's kind of going, building and going anyway. All right, so a little bit of translation work that you need to do. The other part of translating work is taking songs that are recorded by guys like Lex and taking songs that are recorded by professional musicians and placing them in the hands of not professional musicians for the most part. So that means that some of the parts that we play are not going to be the parts that we hear on the radio. Mm-hmm. So you have to find good songs that are good on their own and don't require that riff. Okay? So I can, we can do, that is a piano riff on the recording, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can do that song. It doesn't require a whole lot, and it's an easily translated song. But if it's a song that has this really cool riff, and your guitar says, "Let's do this song," just because it has a riff, that's not a good reason to do the song. You want to translate good material and put good material before your people. So what I'd like to do is Todd, grab your guitar, and do we have a drummer in the room besides Chris?
Aaron.
Aaron, why don't you come over and sit at guitar? All right, sit at guitar. I said guitar. Drums. You don't have any sticks? Chris,
There's
you have
sticks there.
sticks there? All right. All right, so here's "Great Are You, Lord," which you guys have all picked, I think, didn't you, for this?
Almost everybody.
Lex, will you come play, or do we have another bass player in the room?
Andy will play.
Chelsea, you play
Yo.
piano, right?
I do.
All right. So, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I said I've got it.
Close enough.
What do you need?
Give me a G to start with.
All right, so I got this song in the key of E, so who? Let's see, who's typically Chelsea? Do you lead or do you?
There's two of us. There's a male lead, and we kind of swap.
All right, so let's.
Technical difficulties.
Are you going to make a quick change the key?
What's that? No, I'm not going to make you change the key on the fly. I promise I won't do it. So I've written this chart in
I got all
E.
nervous. I got all nervous and dropped the pick in the guitar. I thought that's what you were going to ask me.
Okay, listen to me. I want you to change it to G sharp minor.
Let's try that. All right, so let's take "Great Are You, Lord," and we've all heard the recording, but we are not all sons and daughters. Okay, and that's okay. So what you're now having to do is translate this recording into who you are. I know you guys have to play together. So why don't you, go ahead and give us a feel. Rachel, do you know this song? Will you sing lead on it? You can sing with it. Go ahead.
You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness,
And I really want you to accent.
Want us all in?
At some point I will.
Okay.
So that's what you're gonna accent. Yeah, I want you to really feel 1 and 4. This is in 6. So. Yeah, there you go. All right. So what we're gonna do is on verse 2, when I turn around and when she does verse 1 again, you guys are gonna come in with her, real light. Okay. So here we go. You give. Do great are you, Lord. So this is the first time through. So and do the verse again. Ready? Todd, what I want you to do is I want you to drive it. Singing great are you, Lord, again. Use your breath. So one of the things that I just did with them is one of the things that you want to do with your band, which is to give them some direction in when you want them to come in and when you want to add some certain things. All I did, I went over to Todd and I said, really drive it. I want you to just drive. Because I love the acoustic guitar doing that. More than likely, if I had an electric, he would be the one giving color. He would give me some color. And so now what I want you to do is I want you to do this same song, but I want you to just to give it a little bit more life. Push it just a little bit. No. The other great thing about 6, it's this wonderful, it's got lots of rhythms to play through.
Yeah.
You can play all over 6. Okay, Aaron? You can play all over 6 and it won't be too much for me, right? So that's one thing. The other thing is you've got these wonderful sort of polyrhythms that can happen in the middle of it. So like this. Ba, 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 And that adds to the feel of especially a song like this, where you have these wonderful extra beats that you can use. And so give it a little life, all right? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. You give a and we won't do it today so much, but there are ebbs and flows in this song. So one of the things we did is we took verse 1, we had Chelsea and Todd kind of play that together, and then we came back around, we brought in the drums and the bass a little bit lighter, so that gives it a little bit build. We get to that chorus and we can really sock it when we get there. And then we come back, we'll do verse 1 again. But when we come back to verse 1, we don't want to stay right where we were. Everything has to kind of come back down. Number 1, because it's a little lower, but also you want to create some flow, some dynamic flow to your arrangement. So the other thing you're going to do is then when you get down to this section here, it's your breath and we sing this, it moves into a whole new section. This, all the earth will shout your praise. Hearts will sing, right? There's that polyrhythm. So what you're doing right now is what I would want you to do with the song. I would want you to bring it down all the way to that. Okay? All right. So here's the other thing. I want you to think about Chelsea. You're going to lead. All right. Now we're going to do this again, and I want you guys to listen to Chelsea play. Chelsea is going to tell you when to get loud and when to get soft, and I want you to do it on purpose.
Where are we starting?
Oh, okay.
I want you to do it on
Okay.
purpose. You determine it. Let's start verse 1. Verse 1, so as in the middle of your page, you have verse 1 going into chorus 1 that's a little bit longer of a chorus 1.
Going into the bridge, yeah.
Yeah, it goes into the bridge. So let's start at that verse 1, and you're going to listen to Chelsea and respond to Chelsea as she leads.
So no verbal cues. Just
No verbal
play it.
cues.
Okay.
I just want you to play it.
All right. You give love. You are love. Bring light to the darkness. You restore every heart that So that was musical magic, in a sense. Thank you. That was well done. So key to being a musician in your band, and this is what you need to teach your band if you
attention.
haven't done so yet, is to listen.
Yes.
It's so key. So I want you guys to know that this afternoon, I pulled out a song called "Beauty of the Lord," and we sang it together. These guys had never seen it. They had no idea what I was going to do with it. They had never heard it. I don't think you'd ever heard the song, right? And it had, and I'm not just bragging on them, but the sense of the matter of that was that because there was a decent chart, and I led it. I let them know where we were going musically. They were able to follow it really, really well.
Yeah, you never knew.
Because they listened. And so that's the key to us doing this well, is to be listeners. All right, so now, Rachel, were you singing some alto there?
I can.
Can you sing some alto? All right, so now, Chelsea, you and Rachel, I just want you to sing "It's Your Breath," just the two of you with the piano, and I want you to harmonize it.
Hey, Rachel, can you actually come up here so I can hear you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Every heart that is broken. alto in the room? Anybody willing to be an alto? All right, come here. Come up here, because I want you to sing the alto part, because Rachel wasn't singing the alto part. And here's no, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. No, it's cool. It's cool. You were rocking the tenor. You were rocking the tenor there. But this is good because I was going to add the tenor anyway. So all right. So just sing the chorus. It's your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's your breath in our lungs. So we pour out our praise. Pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs. So we pour out our praise. You only. It's your breath in our lungs. So we pour out our praise. Pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs. So we pour out our praise. You only.
Good. All right, so now what I want to talk through is how we use vocals to build a song. So in the same way that you're building and doing this, some intentionality to arranging. It's about time for us to break. But there's some intentionality in arranging is very important. So what we might say, for instance, is, all right, Chelsea, you're going to sing the first verse.
Okay.
You guys are going to be there. And then when we get to the first chorus, I want Jennifer to just sing the alto part with you.
Okay.
All right. So let's go from so just the tail end of the verse. You give hope, you
Give hope.
restore. Yeah.
You give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord.
Answer your breath.
It's your breath in our lungs. So we pour out our praise. Pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs. So we pour out our praise to you only.
All right. So when we move to verse 2, we're going to do more with it. Or the second time through verse 1. We might add you guys singing with her, so that there's a little bit more. And then when we get to that next chorus, now we go boom, and we smack them with 3 parts. And because as the band gets bigger and your vocals spread, the sound in general gets bigger. It's both a physics thing as well as just beautiful orchestration of the voices. So what I'm trying to pass on is that when we get together, it's not just, all right, here we go, let's play through this song, and you just burn through it, and you go, okay, it sounds good. You as the leader, let's say Chelsea was the leader of this group. Her responsibility is to kind of give some guidance. To, hey Todd, at the bridge section, when I go to this E, I'd really like for you to do something just on your higher strings, just to make it a little softer. Okay, so if you're just going to do an E to E sus, do you see where I'm talking about right before the bridge? So show me, like, do something like that to make it maybe something a little higher up on the neck. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay, that's fine. And so what I would learn about you is, okay, that's not something that Todd does. And I would say, okay, Todd, what I want you to do is more picking kind of thing. Just play me a little melody over that little section. Yeah, something like that. Right? So what I'm doing is I'm asking each person, giving them just a little bit of guidance on where this arrangement's going to go, so that when we perform it and we sing it together, we have a plan. But that's one person in the group should do that. I mean, if you want to do band by committee, you can. But let me tell you, it's a heartbreak if you do. Because everybody's going to speak in. And I think that you want your people to say, hey, what if we did this? And provide an atmosphere for that. You should not be threatened if someone says to you, hey Chelsea, what if we really brought it down here?
you could go, that's not bad. Let's try it and see what happens. So you try it and you go, I like it, or it's not really what I wanted to do with it. So maybe the next time we do it, we'll do it that way. All right. So you come up with some systems in which you're rehearsing the group and you're helping them to know what you want them to do. Let's do this. Let's take a break and we'll come back and we'll move some things around and we'll keep going through this. Is this helpful?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I want to make sure we're doing some good and helpful stuff for you. All right. Take a break and it's 4:30 that we're supposed to break.
Yes.
Okay.